We are back, y'all, with a brand new episode of Super MC, the series that celebrates the heroes of flow. I am John Pelham, and I am one of your hosts. And I am very proud this evening to announce that we have a very, very special guest with us this evening, the mighty Alyssa the Dope Digger. How are you doing this evening, sis?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Good to have you on the show. You are transmitting live from DC net right now, right?
Hagerstown. I wish it was DC.
Ah.
Hagerstown, Maryland. Yeah.
But LA was your original stomping grounds, isn't that what you said?
Merced, near the Bay Area.
Okay.
Yeah, so central.
So originally you're a West Coaster.
Yeah.
Okay. And thank you for joining us. We love to have you. We love to have new people on and discuss hip hop and music. And of course, I have my brother, the co-host with the most, my brother Vic Virtuous. How are you?
Blessed, brother. How are you? Thank you for asking. And how are you doing this evening?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. I'm really excited about this episode, man. And
Same here.
Topic. So for those that don't know, we're going to just get right in. Tonight's topic is Don't Curse Like the Heavy D song. So that's hip hop songs that do not have cursing in it at all. Vic, is there something you want to say before we get started at all?
Why you ask me that?
It's like bursting at the seams. I know you want to speak. Well, you and I were talking ahead of this, but and big up to Mad Nan is already comments
coming through already.
He said kid and play ain't gonna hurt nobody. That's definitely a joint with no cursing for sure.
Right.
But Vic.
Nah, dude, I'm excited. That's the first thing. You know, this is just a topic that's near and dear to my heart as an MC and a fan first. So I've been looking forward to this topic. I'm looking forward to seeing what you got brewing in the pot. And yeah.
Why is it near and dear to your heart, this topic?
Well, this is always something that I've personally prided myself on as an MC with lyrical ability. Just something that I just always wanted to challenge myself with doing. And it's not to say that I haven't listened to artists, groups, MCs who use profanity, vulgarity in their rhymes, their bars or whatever. But just me personally always wanted to challenge myself. I came from an era and a time that was based on originality. And as you stated prior to the show, there wasn't much of the vulgarity coming up, you know, in the early to mid 80s. Every now and again, but originality was a huge part of that too. So everything that everyone else was doing, I wanted to do the opposite of. And that was just challenge myself to expand my vocabulary and just not use any profanity.
Yeah.
But big ups to people who, you know, do so and do it well and creatively and innovatively, you know?
Right. To me, if it sounds like conversation, because words like shit, fuck, damn, these are just words like any other word to me.
Oh, I thought we was just gonna have a straight, clean, like fresh and clean show tonight without any use, but
no. Don't make me put on D'Angelo shit.
He's gonna George Carlin on us. Just go through the whole list.
Yo, I love George Carlin. Rest in peace, George Carlin. He was a legend. Oh my God. I used to actually listen to some of his records. Anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, so the interesting thing also with this Don't Curse, I didn't want to just stick to the 80s because that felt like it was too easy to just do that. So I wanted to go to some 90s as well. And the average person might think, oh, well, you can go to groups like Farside or Souls of Mischief. Wrong answer. Because Farside, they curse in all of their songs. You know?
I'm glad you brought that back up. We had this conversation earlier that you're unaware of, and it was a really good conversation. I'm like, yo, you got to bring this up tonight because a lot of people are misinformed.
They just do. I mean, one of the first album has a song called "Oh Shit," and their second album has a song called "Bullshit." The bullshit, like, and I'm not knocking them for that, but I'm just saying I couldn't select any of their music tonight because they curse, you know, and it doesn't seem like NWA cussing because NWA was all in your face and was all this extra when, you know, Farside was cool and had cool and fun.
There it is.
So it didn't feel Like
as aggressive.
But they were saying some crazy shit as well, like for better or for worse. I mean, okay. I'm going to that song. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Peace, brother Derek. Peace. We're gonna just start this off and get the music going. All right. Let me know if you hear this. Can y'all hear this?
Yo, Chuck, what's the move, man? I was on my way up here to the studio, you know what I'm saying? And this brother stopped me and asked me, yo, what's up with that brother Chucky D? He swear he nice. I said, yo, the brother don't swear he nice, he knows he's nice, you know what I'm saying? So Chuck, you gotta feel me, he's turning into a public enemy, man. Now remember that line you was kicking to me on the way out to LA, out to Dreams, while we was in the car on our way to the shop? Well, yo, right now, kick the bass for them brothers and let them know what goes on. What goes on? Well, put it up on the board, another rapid shot down from the mouth that roars. 1, 2, 3, down for the count to read some of my lyrics, so yes, no doubt. Cold rock rap, $49 supreme is what I choose, and I use. I never lose to a team, cause I can go solo like a Tyson photo. Make the black girls wanna have my photo. Run in a room, hang it on the wall, in remembrance that I rock them all. Suckers, ducks, so MCs who can't rock the kids, so go cut the teeth. Take this application of rhymes like me. My rap trade hot 110 degrees. So don't start facing, I'll start placing. Bet or that you'll be disgracing. You and your mind for my beats, for my rhymes. A time for a crime that I can't find. I show you my gun, my Uzi with the gun because I'm public enemy number one.
Who? Public Enemy. That was Public Enemy number 1 right there. Chuck D, his voice, my God.
Pearson. Iconic, revolutionary.
That group, you know, we can go on and on about Public Enemy, but, you know, I'm going to just keep the list going. We're going to keep going at first and just play some joints. This one right here. Oh, boy, Vic. Okay. Let's just... Whew.
No competition.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Competition is none. I remain at the top like the sun, and I burn whoever come in the chambers of torture. I caught you. You should have bought you. Neighborhood to support you. No one in my path can withstand. Under pressure, the wrath of a swift man. You name the day, the grounds can be neutral. Speak your piece, the feel is mutual. We can go topic from topic whenever I drop it. Try to stop it. In other words, what the brother heard, he tried to catch it, but what occurred was too much weight for one brain to take. Try to concentrate, maintain, and elevate. From gram to ounce to pound, the matter of weight can't hold my mind down. Permanent damage, I do away with, no time for fun, cause I don't play with competitors. It's only one when I'm done. Competition is none.
Rakim. That's another one. He barely ever cursed in his verses, at least early on.
Did you guys catch I don't know where they went on tour, but I saw Rakim, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and KRS-One at the Kennedy Center in DC. Like over the summer. Did you guys see them?
I didn't see it, but I saw footage about that. Vic, what about you? Did you?
I didn't see it, but I had the next best thing of meeting the man in person.
You can't beat that.
No, absolutely not.
How was that show?
It was good. It was really good.
Wow.
Who took it? Took the show?
KRS-One, and they put him. They had to put KRS-One at the very end because he was the most lively. You know, Rakim's standing there, and Rakim can flow. That's great. But, you know, he's kind of stationary. KRS-One is fucking walking across the whole stage. You can't put Rakim on there standing stationary after KRS-One comes on.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Well said.
So,
yeah.
It was good, though. It was a good show all around.
That was so well put and so accurate. Honestly, we love the God, but that's been the consensus throughout the years that he's the legend he is, but the stage performances were, some little left to be desired.
Yeah, a little stagnant, kind of.
A little stagnant. There was one performance I remember seeing him on Soul Train years ago, and he did. I know I got soul and killed it. Like he was moving, he was doing a little bit of the wop. You know, he's a little animated. So that was one of the more, the better not verses, but the performances I've seen of Rakim.
Yeah. And I see bro Derek said Primo interviewed Rakim and then he explained why he avoided cursing. Dope interview. Yes. I did see that. And Rakim, in a nutshell, was pretty much saying that some of the first people who would hear his music when he was recording it was his parents.
Yeah. He said that in his book too.
So, he did say it in the book. Okay, so he felt like he didn't want them to hear him cursing, so he just didn't put it in his music for the most part.
Right.
Pretty simple. But
the thing about that, just to point out, was that he was just as aggressive, if not more. He had all the elements that had him sounding rugged, intelligent, not animated, but just his voice and his content transcended and just like landed with such an impact that was beyond and unlike any other MC prior to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and without having to use the profanity. And he, along with Heavy D and a few others, were some of my biggest inspirations.
That. I feel you. And I mean, come on, he was whooping a lot of rappers' asses in his verses. He was always talking about how his raps was doing all types of stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't cursing for the most part. So anyway, we're going to keep it going. So we go from Rakim to this. Antoinette. Oh, an early towel. Wow.
Funky, meaning hype sound. I get deep to swim on, you might drown. In 88, I was a candidate. You animated like a cartoon, but treat me like a savage with a harpoon. You go Rambo, I go commando. In other words, Antoinette isn't command, so at ease. My DJ will scratch like she got fleas. If I depended on a letter, I'd be pulling G's. Not an F, cause the gangsters stay deaf and sell till there's nothing left. Now I'm not talking drugs or Bacardi, and you know what's up when the boss is in the party. And they tried to piss me, 10% can't diss me. They tried to swing, but hot sis, you miss me. Your paper than rhymes is lighter than dimes. The sign of the times is Antoinette'll hit a note like a bass line. Queen of queens, yo, this means I don't need a king. It's my thing, so yo, let's swing. This is how it should be done. Antoinette will damage them until the damage is done. Done.
Hold up, Vic, hold up.
When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. You may think it's egotistical or just very free, but what you say, I take none of it seriously. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you so. I'd let you pretend to read me, and then you'd know. Cause I hate when one attempts to analyze. In fact, I despise those who even try to look into my eyes to see what I am thinking. That dream is over, your yacht is sinking. I tell all of you, like I told all of them, what you say to me is just paper thin. Word.
Oh boy.
Salute, Nicole. Thank you so much for tuning in, for checking this out. Appreciate everybody tuned in tonight.
Yes. And what up, Isabel? What up? I see you in the chats. Whoo, Antoinette and MC Light, two female MCs. Whoo.
Unbelievable. You already know, man.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna just keep going because there's plenty to get to. Half of this playlist is 80s, and then the other half is, the 90s.
Let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back or fold, cause I'm a man with soul, in control and effects. So what the heck? Rock the discotheques, and this groove is what's next. Attack, react, exact, or mac, I move you in. A strong song as long as you groove to this. I keep the crowd loud when you hype. Do damage on stage and into the mic. As I shoot the give and see, stand stiff. While my rhyme stick to you like Skippy and Jeff. Feel my blood fist on my death kiss. The rap soloist, you don't want none of this. Supreme in this
this era. I reign with terror. When I grab the mic, believe you're gonna hear her. Fascinating rhyme as I enchant them. So let's all sing the Big Daddy anthem. Go with the flow, my rhymes grow like an afro. I entertain the gain and cane, I never have no problem. I can sneeze, sniffle, or cough. Even if I stutter, I will still come off. Cause rappers can't understand the mics I rip. They sure enough ain't equipped, that's why they got flipped. But my apparatus is up to status. Don't ask who's the baddest. Of course, that is the make or break or taker. My rhyme takes the head, put it to bed. So watch what's said. Play the bass for the pipe and rearrange the tone. I take a loss and be forced in the danger zone. Cause I kill and kill at will. Teaching a skill that's real, you know thrill. So just stand still and chill as I feel. Science I drill until my rhyme fill. Your head up. Don't even get up. The teacher is teaching, so just shut up.
I can't hold it back.
Set it off.
I can't hold it back.
Set it off.
I can't hold it back.
Set it off.
I can't hold it back.
Now break it loose.
Oh, hold up, Vic.
And the magnificent.
Biz. The noises, yo, that's crazy.
And the magnificent.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm back for a shack of a soul boss. Most honoring, sound soul.
Go off. Hey to everybody and people that say partying. It's time to hear a funky rhyme from me, the Biz Marquis again. As I just display them, the way I like to say them. This other step and style that I use to amuse. And hey, I'm the original, hellified king. And Grafrika sound for throwing down, and you know that I'm bringing.
What's up to everyone in the chats? What's up?
Like, ow, wow. 1, 2. I keep the people cheering because of what they're hearing. Moving and grooving to a devastating sound is glaring because they're in the mood for me. The B-I-Z, the M's, the M's, the A-R-K-I-E. The party ripping, never tripping, king of crowd pleasing. I can turn it out without a doubt in any season. I entertain crowds, 1,000,000. Homeboys making noise as I do browse through a girl's mouth. Say the funky rhymes that make the girls get naked. I can turn it out with different sounds on my record that I say give them. Is your absorb the rhythm. The magnificent record maker of prison.
The Biz Markets are going off. The Biz Markets are going off.
Hey, yo. Oh, boy. Kane and Bismarcky.
You know, the original song that you had put on the, advertisement for this episode, the No Cursing by Heavy D, that sample is a Biz Markie sample.
Wait, you mean the beat for Don't Curse
Mm-hmm.
was used by Biz Markie first? That's very possible. I know the original sample obviously isn't Biz, but it was used by Biz first. I could believe that. I wonder what song that was.
I don't know. I should try to find it.
We'll look that one up. Thank you for that. Hip Hop Gems.
That's what happens when you dig in the crates.
Yeah.
Gems, you come across.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's a dope dig right there, might I say. I'm just
I saw Big Daddy Kane too back in 2018 at Baltimore Soundstage.
How was that?
And he puts on a great show, but you played Rakim too. Rakim and Kane, you didn't have to curse to make a rap then. Now you'll hear rap songs, the whole thing is ad libs. or curse words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they didn't
exactly
need to do it.
Mm-hmm. And see that was my thing. Like, there was, if that's what you do, it is what it is. But to me, sometimes it sounded forced. It sounded, disingenuous. And it just sounded like it was a crutch. And that was my issue. That's just the MC in me. Like, aside from being a fan first and really listening, like I can hear when things just sound like it's like the puzzles don't fit. You know what I mean?
There's times where it does though. Because
definitely.
NWA, fuck the police. You couldn't have freak the police. It's not gonna work. Not like in freak you. Yeah. That wouldn't work.
Right. You can use fudge the police. Sexual. I don't want to do that. But no, you're absolutely right. And also in this era, when in the early 80s, before they were really cursing heavily in records, you were also weren't hearing bitches and hoes and the N-word and any of that stuff yet. But we get there eventually. But you know, it is what it is. That's just, you know, the evolution of things, whether we feel like it's evolving or de-evolving or whatever, you know, is what it is.
Right.
But this next joint, Dougie Fresh.
It's about that time. It's about that time to get paid. Get laid. Cool in the shade. Drink a little bit of lemonade. Let me tell you what I want. Yo, I wanted this to be special, something more than any other feeling that you felt before. Pushing through the doors, I see girls having a good time. I might say a rhyme, old school, new school, no school rule. But other than that, everything is cool. I see guys and girls dancing, doing the new dances. That's a hit while I'm over here romancing. You ain't it's no need to curse. Ask me who she is and let me tell you first. Slow down, be cool,
okay.
And don't act ill. I came to have a good time, party and chill with you. And don't worry, sweetheart, I'm still with you. And after we leave, we will continue with our plans. My plans are made to be broken, smoking. I'm not joking. Try to diss me and I'll give you a token. Cause I'm the type of brother that can't be stopped. And no matter what, I'm gonna while my mind say, come on. Yeah, come on. You know what? Cause we're the Get Fresh crew. Yeah. Yo, yeah.
He said it in his verse. You ain't there's no need to curse.
I knew that had to be on the list. I knew that had to be on the list tonight.
You know, you had just brought up the bitches and hoes thing. And so I think it's more impressive when a woman doesn't curse than when a man does. You know, because you have like Queen Latifah came out with Unity, right?
Yep,
Who are you calling bitch?
Mm-hmm.
And so they had to return the favor, you know, to take back that narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So when you play MC Light, it's like, okay, well, that's more impressive for a woman not to than a man to, because they had to keep up, you know?
That's a good point, actually.
Very good point.
As a man, I never even thought about that. You're
Yeah,
right.
Like Lil' Kim and everybody had to come with it.
Yeah. That's a whole other thing. Like, I would love to do a night where we talk about the evolution, or we'll just say the timeline of female rappers from the beginning till Megan Thee Stallion.
We don't have to go that far.
Thank you. Okay. Be accommodating. You're a guest. I was trying to be cool, but thank you. You just saved both of us. Jesus. Ooh. Okay. We're going to keep going. Why not? You know what? I mean, this is a don't curse night. We might as well at least, you know, get to some of my boy, too. Have Bun Diddly D.
Get down. Feels good. Get down. Excuse me, Cap, while I feels good.
Tell him, Heavy.
Sitting in my room with my smoker's jacket on. The fireplace is burning and the girlie is warm. Time to make my move. So gently I kiss her, twist her in her ear, and tell her that I miss her. She might try to pop that boyfriend jump, but I don't really care because I know he's a punk. I'll stop him like a roach if he tries to approach. He can't get close because I'm the one who wrote the book of romance. So come on, take a chance. You don't need a long look. All you need is a glance. If you want to get warm, in my arms you belong. You have a problem, have a problem if it can go wrong. When overweight lovers in the house, the overweight lovers in the house, the overweight lovers in the house, the overweight lovers in the house.
The overweight lover, Heavy D. He was claiming it from the beginning. I'm the overweight lover, what? Derek said, just as in casual, everyday conversation, cursing reflects discretion, vocabulary, and discipline, or the lack of these qualities. It's unnecessary most times. I definitely agree. I mean, it has its place, of course, because I cuss. And motherfucker is my motherfucker. Like, I love that word.
But you know, like I mean, I'm always the one to. It's just refreshing, and as our guest pointed out, when you have either a female or just someone who doesn't have to necessarily be part of the sheep, and I don't want to say sheep and be disrespectful, but it's just amongst the crowd or amongst the consensus of people who do so. It's refreshing with people who don't. With every other word that comes out their mouth, you know. And he made a good point, because the way I rap is a lot like the way I talk. You know, it's just honestly, and you, John, you've known me long enough to know, like, I don't really use much profanity even when I talk. So it's just me being me at the end of the day. Right.
Yeah, and you know me, I say motherfucker. Wish a motherfucker would, motherfucker. I figure if they're not cussing, I cuss more. I'm gonna make up the difference. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh, here.
All aboard the night train.
Kumo D.
Throw my tape on, then I'll watch you 3 seconds later. I got you shaking your head, dancing instead of sitting. The rhymes kick, the beat's hitting you just like a home run, slamming like a slam dunk. Ride the wave, James Brown K-Funk. It happened to James like it happened to me. How you think it feel to see another MC get paid? Using my rap style, and I'm playing the background. Meanwhile, I ain't with that. You can't forget that. You took my style. I'm taking it back, coming back like Return of the Jedi. Sucker MCs in the place that said I could only rock rhymes and only rock crowds, but never rock records. How you like me now? How you like me now?
I got another one from this big beat era of hip hop. Hey Vic, could you mute yourself? I feel like I hear you. I think that's you.
That's not me. I was muted the whole time.
That's you, not you. Okay, my bad, brother.
Salute to Rashida. I see you in the comments.
Big up Rashida.
Cracking me up over here with the comments.
Big up everybody in the comments. Oh, here's Vic.
Extra, read all about it. Houdini drops another one in everybody's face. And dig it, they call this one Grandmaster D's fucking beat. Film this to be the new funky beat of the year. If you want a funky beat, why not use mine? I be rocking funky beats all the time. So now's the time, and this is the chance. Cause the next record might not make you dance. Cause funk ain't nothing but a 4-letter word. That's called misspelled, but seldom heard. Listen to the bass drum hit the ground. The bass sounds like it weighs at least a pound. You heard the drum roll, it wasn't clear in your eye. But tell me the truth, are you that surprised? We make beats with rhythm and rhythm with beats. Hear my records in the club as well as the streets. So to all you MCs that's looking for an idol, Jalil's my name, Master Rap is my title. This beat here will be served and deserved. We'll rock on point and turn all curves. We'll rock every beat with the greatest of ease. And if you try and drum roll us,
what?
Slip and slip, tear off our shirt, just to show you what it's like when a rapper's at work. So from now until the man who we feel is gonna go rocking on the wheels of steel. Grandmaster D, hit me.
That was still that big beat era, you know, where it wasn't heavy samples with them, at least, especially. It wasn't the James Brown samples yet, or the Parliament samples yet. It was just them big beats and Larry on the keys playing something.
I had to get my Theo on in the video, the funky beat. That was my joint when he was in the middle of the crowd doing his thing.
Yeah, dude. Okay. So here's another big beat record that I'm gonna play. This big beat record comes from that era of the 80s where hip hop could do anything. Like you could take any type of fad and hip hop could take it and make it cool, put a cool spin on it. Or there was hip hop dance songs, not hip hop songs that made you dance, but like hip hop dances, and this
the Pee Wee Herman, the WAP.
Okay, I'm gonna just stop talking. You said it. And before this beat drops, just for the dope digger, I want to say, and for any other beat junkie, these drums right here, Daz from Dog Pound, produced Ambitions as a writer for Tupac. He used these drums.
Okay, good point.
Get busy, y'all. Busy, y'all. Busy, y'all. Busy, y'all. Check it out, party people, cause this party is burning. For a new dance, I know you've been yearning. For all you people concerning, a brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman. Just move your hands into the front, and if you can't hear the music, say, huh? What? As you're doing this dance, it might hurt your back, but just look at the crowd. Say, I meant to do that. It's the Pee Wee Herman new dancing section. Just go with the flow, cause it's people blood naked. So come on, everybody, rock with Joe Ski as a T. New dance called the Pee Wee. It's funky rap, so don't ridicule. So get on the floor and get off your bicycle. If you don't know how to do it, you better start learning this brand new dance called the Pee Wee Herman.
Keep doing the dance. Well, hold up. What about this dance? Now, see, that dance track brings me to this one.
Girls, I got them locked so similar to a prison. In my awesome jams that are causing me favoritism. I heard of being doping, but this beats the mover. The choreographer causing your funky dope maneuver. I'm your boss rapping, you're the crowd for hire. For music supplements, the funky drum is your supplier. Me went on the hip hop, I'll make you get down into the jams.
Vic?
Philly stand up.
Super Lover C and Casanova Rudd.
What a classic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, then even, the song before with Joe Ski Love,
Pee Wee Herman.
Come on. Bro Derek, Mad Nan, y'all know. This is crazy.
Yo, and I gotta point out real quick that half the people played through the list so far are unfortunately deceased. The lead MC from Houdini.
Yeah.
Biz. Who else did you play? A few others I think passed away. It just reminds me of how many people we've lost, how many legends
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Dude. But luckily, thankfully, their music lives on forever.
Lives on, right.
But yeah, hip hop could take anything. Like remember the rapping Duke?
Of course.
We could take the most simplest, silliest thing and make it dope. Or when we sampled Inspector Gadget. Remember that? Like, come on. Like, yeah, hip hop was able to just take anything and make it dope.
It's called creativity.
But yeah, now we're gonna keep going. All right. Now we go from dance tracks to these dudes that just love to dance. Kid and Play.
sound is hype, and we're sure that you feel real good when you're part of a Kid and Play adventure. I think it's time to make the floor burn. What I'm saying is, it's your turn to do things you've always wanted to. Here's the jam for Kid and Play to you. Listen up to what I'm saying here, work it out. Oh, you ain't staying here. Troopers and troopettes should know this.
Troopers,
Listen close,
wow.
don't blow this chance to get next to the opposite sex. It means if you ain't down, use the exit, just like Brutus. We always knew this. On the strip, y'all, we can do this my way.
Come on, man. These records are just funky. These records are just funky, yo. We were still figuring it out when it came to hip hop at this point. But the records was just funky. I mean, part of that was due to James Brown, of course. Salute the Godfather.
I gotta ask Digga, like, do you recollect any of these songs that have been played so far? Like, do you go that far back as far as the Kid and Plays, the 80s,
Because
late 80s,
Digga's
early
like
90s?
20 years old. She's like 20.
I'm not 20. I wish I was 20. No, I got 4 kids. I'm not 20. No, I've seen Big Daddy Kane and
That's 80s. Yeah.
you know, MC Light. I saw Love and Basketball when I was little. MC Light was on the soundtrack, right?
There you go.
We've got Roger. Zap.
Yes.
No, yeah, I've listened to all that. But like I was telling him when we were on the phone, I was like, my connection to hip hop is more so the production of it, right? I'll be like,
Right.
oh shit, did you hear that sample? Did you
Mhm.
hear those drums? So that's more so my connection to hip hop. But I've definitely listened to like, Far Side and, Slum Village and all the shit that Dilla did. And,
Absolutely.
I'm right there with it. But yeah.
And just for the record, because I have one of my young students from summer camp that tuned in earlier to shout me out. Salute to you, Nicole. For the record, your age doesn't prohibit you from learning and researching, especially with all the technology in today's day and age, to research. Because when I was young, I was, I had my father to put me on to certain things, Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, the list goes on and on, Motown. So, but with all the technology today, nothing stops you if you have the desire and ambition to learn, do your research and do your history.
Yeah.
So like being 20 or younger doesn't stop you. There's young MCs, there's young fans that are like, that know the knowledge, like know who Cool G Rap, who he is, or Rakim, or anyone, not even just hip hop related, just anything prior to when they were born, when they were here. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out. That's a key thing. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I wasn't around then," but no, neither was I, and I still did the knowledge. I had the desire to.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say that's something I run into a lot actually. Because I have tattoos. I have a Stax record, a 45 adapter. I got Billie Holiday on my arm.
Mhm.
Like, I'll go places. I went to the doctor recently, actually, and the receptionist was like, "What do you know about Billie Holiday?" I'm like, "She's on my arm. What do you mean? Like, what do you know about a 45 adapter?" I don't know. I have like 100. Like,
Exactly.
so yeah, definitely age shouldn't matter, but
You're right.
Big up to my man Matt in the comments. Exactly.
Because, and really that theory should apply to anything in life that you actually love. You should do the knowledge on, you should do the research on and see what it was about before it got to where it was introduced to you, That's how he was definitely when it came to hip hop. And hip hop is what got me digging into the crates, is why I have album covers all over my basement walls to this day.
Yes.
Because it got me into, wait a minute, I know that sample. Oh, I know that sample. And then suddenly it made me feel like, well, wait a minute, I think I can make beats as well because I have these records and I have all these other records. And so, yeah, it's
but even things that you don't love, things that you may discover that you end up loving and find an interest in, if you open your mind and just allow yourself to discover new things, research it, you'd be surprised at what you may find that you like and love.
Yeah, we're in such a beautiful time right now with music, and it was not like this when I was younger, but my kids have a whole library right now, and I'm learning blues piano. I'm teaching them at Target for Christmas. I got them a Nina Simone book.
Nice.
We
I
have
saw that. I saw that at Target too.
Yeah, we have a Cool Herc book. My son just downloaded Koala. He's starting to learn how to make beats on that and the MPC. So it's a great time, to get people into music, kids into music. Yeah,
it's beautiful. I feel
big
like
ups to you for doing that with your kids.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I feel like all children at least need to be introduced to the concept of creating art. Whether they take it or not is on them.
Yeah.
This is 383's comment.
G-Rap. Yeah,
I didn't even see it. What?
Why you gotta mention Cool G-Rap though? Who mentioned Cool G-Rap? Nobody.
I did earlier.
Oh.
She's not a fan of Cool G-Rap, but that's okay. We're gonna do a Cool G-Rap night, and she's gonna be sitting right there with me.
Well, he was in that Heavy D song that you put on. Cool G. What's he say? If worst comes to worst, I'll cuss you out like Richard Pryor.
Yep.
Great quote.
Yep. See? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Bro, Derek said my father and uncles connected the dots for me. It deepened my love for the culture of my time, like they had their funk, James Brown, jazz, etc.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true.
So,
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. And I think that's what was, for me, so amazing as well about the sampling era of hip hop when we started sampling beyond James Brown. Because it really got me into all these other artists in jazz and rock and all other genres of music that I wouldn't have been listening to normally, on my own. So hip hop introduced me to a lot more than just its genre of music.
Right.
But anyway, all right, let's keep going. The ladies. Ooh. What about this one? Salt and Pepper.
The mic will sing soon as I touch it. Do this smooth and easy like, so we might get hyped to hear tonight. Be nice, relax, MCs play the back. If you ain't with that, I'ma have to attack you with a bad rap that can smack the smile off your face, Jack. So don't start no crap. Giving a little bit of heart and soul as we do it to you in your ear hole, huh? I ain't going out like a sucker, and if you think so, boy, then pucker up and kiss the butt of this lyricist. Blow on the mic and make a wish. This groove is set to soothe and move you. Party people, now it's time to get up. I think the sound will make you get up. Word up, I swear you got to get up. Everybody get up.
Vic literally got up.
Get up. Everybody get up. Get up. Everybody get up.
Yo, you made me feel like I should be standing right now too.
So how about Kiss My Butt? They said. Like I was legit looking at this parental advisory thing that came out, and I was like, is there a list of curse words, right? Is damn a curse word? Like what constitutes as explicit content?
Great question. Wow.
That I don't know offhand myself. I know you're just asking the bunch, but I thought about it when I was going through these songs. I was like, okay, hell is supposed to be a place, whether you believe it or not is a whole different thing, but hell is supposed to be a place. So if they use the word hell in that kind of way, then I think it wouldn't be a curse. Damned, you can literally be damned to hell. So I don't know. I didn't take damn or hell as curses, but I also didn't use songs that had them just in case.
Right.
So I don't know.
I found that really interesting because thinking about this whole parental advisory, with what's her name? Tripper Gore, right? In the 90s. I'm thinking, well, damn, there was Lucille Bogan did the Dirty Blues back in the 20s. Why didn't this come up until the 90s?
Great points.
What is why don't you shave them dry? That's very suggestive, right? Like my man was a deep sea diver.
Wow.
What?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Right.
You know your music, man.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow. But that's what I'm saying. Well, see, because hip hop was more of a threat. These were kids from the hood who were voiceless up to that point. Suddenly they had a voice. They had, albeit a superpower, you know? And I hate, no pun intended, they weren't giving a fuck, you know? So at first it was hard for the governing bodies and the powers that be to take that. They couldn't take that. Hip hop was a threat, which to me is eventually why it got diluted in the way it did. It had to divert away from being consistently empowering to something that is empowering if you happen to look for it and find it underneath all this other stuff that's just partying and turning up. Which I'm not knocking the turn up, but I'm just saying.
No, but to your point, you made a good point before, and it reminds me of Stetsasonic, all that jazz. Like they made the point in the song that if it weren't for hip hop, these songs of the past, like hip hop helped redirect the new listeners, the people coming up back to what of old James Brown and jazz records and stuff like that. So, you know, as much as they knocked hip hop, you know, it was the savior for a lot of the oldies and classic, you know, records, legends. The list goes on and on.
Yeah,
still to this day. Yeah.
And for those mom and pop stores, because listen, if you go to a mom and pop store now that sells records, any famous sample that was sampled by Dilla or certain other producers are expensive as hell now. They make so much more money off of that record that was once like in the 99-cent bin because it was sampled by Dilla and made for a song called Running, you know, by Farside. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so you know what? We're going to take it to the West real quick for a second.
Drop that.
King T.
Drop that.
DJ Pooh.
Drop that. Here comes the.
Yo, Pooh, let's drop some bass to make the wall shake and vibrate the floor just like an earthquake. King T is back again, but with a new topic. I went and listened to close to this toxic. A new format, complete with the tool. Even though I transform, I stay cool for me to get taken. How would you figure it? Right off the bat, if you thought you would be ignorant, I'll just stupid, I'll cold dumb. I play lead vocals, Pooh plays drums, Keith does cuts, suckers get torn, but I got a break. Here comes the horn.
Gangsta boogie. Gangsta boogie. Gangsta boogie.
But hold up, if we're in the West Coast, we got to go here.
Yo, man, there's a lot of brothers out there flaking and perpetrating, but scared to kick reality.
Yo, Dre, you've been doing all this dope producing. You had a chance to show them what time it is.
So what you want me to do?
Imagine an NWA song with no cursing. Here it is. Them drums. Ooh.
All you got to do now is spread yourself. I'm expressing with my full capabilities, and now I'm living in correctional facilities. Cause some don't agree with how I do this. I get straight and meditate like a Buddhist. I'm dropping flavor, my behavior is hereditary, but my technique is very necessary. Blame it on Ice Cube, because he said it get funky when you got a subject and a predicate. Add it on a dope beat, and it'll make you think. Some suckers just tickle me pink to my stomach, cause they don't flow like this one. You know what? I won't hesitate to diss one or two before I'm through, so don't try to sing this. Some drop science, well I'm dropping English, even if Yella makes it a cappella. I still express, yo, I don't smoke weed or sex.
Word.
Known to give a brother brain damage, and brain damage on the mic don't manage nothing but making a sucker in you equal. Don't be another sequel. Spread yourself. Do it good. Spread yourself. Ice Cube.
But hold on, we're gonna keep it in the West real quick. Hold up, Vic. Hold up. What about this, Vic? Oh God.
Together we witnessed one of the most delightful in our time. So let the bass go.
DOC.
Gotta go a little bit lower than that, Dre. Drop it. Now it's Gotta go even more than that. You know why? Why? You've been denied, although you tried. So I've been a bean to make you fall like a tide. No disappointment, cause my beat will soothe like an ointment. Suckers with static approach and get smoked like a joint. Flint ignites the flame, I mean I burn like a lighter. Go with a hip-hop groove, cause I'm a writer. Say hi to a great, take a stand, then we'll see. P in chronological order, starting with D. A rap introduction, a sucker's destruction. Yeah, a rolling ball once I started conducting. The lyrics were the maximum, I stated for facts in them. Some ever tried to break, no one to black some. The first degree occurs only when dealing with the D-O to the C. I'm like a whirlwind pyramid, and I'm letting you know I get ill when I hear the bass go. Yeah, that's the sound, and you know it's down, but you know what?
Why does that album still sound so timeless to this day?
DOC. Yeah.
Can somebody answer me that question? Why does that album still sound so timeless to this day?
I don't know.
It sounds like it just came out, like not in this day and age, but just sounds fresh and just timeless, classic.
It does. It does. So I tell you what, we've been in the 80s for a little bit, for a lot of bit actually, and we're going to start dipping our toe into the water of the 90s. And since we were in the West, let's just start here. This is my favorite Tupac song.
Ever since you was a pee-wee down by my knee with a wee-wee. You been coochie cool all through school, you and me, G. Back in the day, we played practical jokes, so everybody smoked with they lumps and they yokes, so all through high school, girls by the dozens, saying we cousins, knowing that we wasn't, but like the old saying goes, time goes on and everybody grows. Grew apart, had to part when our own ways. You chose the joke game, my microphone plays. In many ways, we were paid in the old days, so far away from the crazies with AKs. And though I've been around clowning with the underground, I'm still down with my homies from the hometown. And if you need anything at all, I drop it off to y'all if my homies call. If my homies call.
To my boy Vic.
You chose the dope game. Now you're slang gang on the streets with no name. It was plain that your aim was more cane. You got pain, now you reign with no shame. I chose rap tracks to make stats. In fact, I travel the map with rap to spray cats. But now I don't want to down my homie. No matter how low you go, you're not lonely. And I hear that you made a few enemies. But when you need a friend, you can depend on me. Call if you need my assistance. There'll be no resistance. I'll be there in an instant. Who am I to judge another brother? Only on this cover. I'll be no different than the others. A to the O to the M to the I to the E. I'm down to the E-N-D. Cause it's a fall in no time at all. I'm down for y'all when my homies call. What? It's my homies call. My homies call.
Man. Ooh. I wish that this Pac had more time to just breathe and explore music and the world. Cause I remember when this came out, I was really, really into this song. This and Strapped.
Yes,
I was like,
Trapped.
okay, Trapped, yeah. Thank you. Ugh.
I remember seeing that played continuously on Yo MTV Raps, like every Saturday with Fab Five Freddy. They're just, yeah.
Yeah,
classic.
see Mad Nan's quoting some lyrics from Tupac, of course. Yeah, that joint. Okay, I'm sorry, I just got caught up. All right, y'all, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep stepping. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe to the AM.
Sound at home. The time will be 12 a.m.
Third base.
Ready in the intro. Cue up the searchlight, promise to the center stage. I grab the first mic, projecting the voice with this mic that I'm cuffing. You ain't my knuckle, sucker, I'm snuffing. The word of the third stands true, so no panicking. Man versus man. You freeze up like a mannequin. Petrol, you let go, the wax for the new jacks. The dweller point is stepping on the trigger as the tune smacks. Square in the butt. Pete gave me the cue, so I'ma put up a shut up until my jam is through. But for now, I wanna freak 'em, so I'll involve. Spark and mission 5 feet away past dog. Don't park, there's no stand. Or I'll play the 5, oh, you don't stop moving until the search says so to keep the drive moving. Shooting out to play 'em, 3 the hard way and keep you stepping to the AM.
Another great album, in my opinion, the Cactus album.
And the production, you could see, Digga, you could see more and more now that we're getting into the early 90s, they're like sampling, using more samples, and it's layered a little more, you know?
Yeah. How about those horns, though?
Exactly. Yeah. My joints were Brooklyn Queens and Triple Stage Darkness. Those were my joints off that album.
Okay, brother. All right. Okay. All right. Well, where are they from? Oh, that's right. Of course, Mikhail said Far Rock. Yeah, Far Rock away. That was the stomping grounds for them. This next group, okay. I'm just gonna let it play. Daylight. The layering in their production from Prince Paul, from that first and second album.
We talk about DJ Pooh being underrated. I would have to put Prince Paul in that category as well. Y'all hearing an echo?
Yeah, you're remixing right now. You got that reverb.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it's gone now.
No, it's gone.
Seed Popular.
Brother. Salute.
We want to say happy birthday to Seed Popular.
Oh, word? Wow.
Big up, brother.
Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Big up. Salute.
Happy birthday,
all the best
brother.
to you.
Word up. The whole Super MC community applauds and wishes you a happy birthday and many, many more, brother.
Hold up. Today's his birthday?
Today.
And he's tuning in with us?
He's tuning in.
Hey, he could be anywhere else in the world, but he's here with us, Super MC, rocking with Super MC.
He's here with us. Now I feel like I really got to go in. Okay. we went from De La, that De La joint, listen, if people were asked to play De La, that's not the average De La joint. They would just run and play.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think De La in general has a lot of cursing, though.
You'd be surprised.
Would I?
Yes. They don't have a lot of cursing.
Mm-hmm.
But for this episode, it only takes them to say curse once for me to say I can't play that song.
True.
You know, after their first album, there was a little bit more cursing. Okay, I do hear a little bit of echo somehow, somewhere too, a little bit. That's all right. All good. Okay, so we went from De La to this.
Do you know the importance of a sky pager? Those who don't believe, see you late behind. Gotta stop pages on all the time. Hurry up and get yours, cause I got mine. Especially if you do shows that come in fine. If you're with the G and you're sipping wine, eating cacciatore with a twist of lime. Gotta meet your lover at 8:45. Joint Bob bass, then you get your high.
If you get your hind, then mine's is next. The S of Scott page really stands for sex. People's going off like Don Trump gets checks.
Whoa.
Keep my bases loaded like the New York Mets. At times I miss the pager so you don't get vexed. Having bad days like a voodoo hex. Conceptually, a pager is so complex that I be standing on the verge, ready to flex.
Welcome to the Blue Sky Pager. Welcome to the Blue Sky Pager. Welcome to the Blue Sky Pager. To your sky. Enter telephone number or other numeric message.
All right, keep going. Oh.
We fight every night, now that's not kosher. I reminisce with bliss of when we was closer and wake up to be greeted by an argument again. You act like a 10, so immature. I try to concentrate on the cure and keep looking at the front door. Thinking if I were to evacuate, you'd probably be straighter than straight and wouldn't have so much hate. Cause you don't know the pain I feel when I see you smiling. And when I roll up, you start wilding. So I front like everything's hunky-dory. But it's a whole different story. You don't like the fact that I'm me. I don't put on a show when it comes time for you to have company. And your friends don't understand your choice of man. They speak proper while my speech is from a garbage can. But regardless, you shouldn't have to be so raw. I'm looking at the front door. I'm looking at the front door. Baby, I'm looking at the front door.
You would think with the subject matter like this, he would have been cussing in this song. No, but he was just expressing mad feeling. No cursing.
Brother Lynn, salute.
Brother Lynn, what up, brother? Salute. Oh boy.
John, what you about to say?
No. I'm good, man. I'm just vibing to the music.
You know, honestly, now that's a good point, because just to expand more on what you were talking about with Main Source and Large Pro, most songs you find today that's addressing females are like completely disparaging and vulgar and just all out, you know, aggressive. Bitch this, hold that, you know. And I'm being light with it. And that song was completely profanity free.
Even though he was definitely aggressive with how he felt,
his delivery, right?
How that relationship was going.
Even the visuals in the video, I mean, it definitely got its point across without having. And again, there's nothing wrong. Like if that's you, that's what you do, cool. But I just love seeing a balance, a flip side to things, like a song like this that shows you there's an alternative way to whatever solution, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like just alternative ways instead of just having to be one dimensional and having to be one way.
And you know what? That sample right there, that looking at the front door sample, that's that Think Twice sample that was also used by Tribe for Footprints.
Absolutely. Yep.
Now, of course, the beginning of Footprints starts with that Stevie Wonder sample. You know, and then they go from there. But yeah, that sample has been used over and over again, but differently each time.
It's all over, right? Is that it? The Stevie Wonder? It's all over. Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the title. I'm sure the Stevie Wonder fan, my wife, will correct me if it's the wrong title.
Yeah, please do. Sir Duke.
Within seconds.
Thank you. Yeah.
Within seconds, because she loved it.
And let Brother Len as well.
As soon as you started playing that air horn, I was like,
Rashida.
I know that.
Man, you had the whole onslaught. Damn.
They all were like, we know, we all know. Right. That's
a barrage, boy.
Crazy samples. Okay. Oh, okay, Vic. Hold up. Let's go to this. This Leaders of the New School. This is Busta Rhymes before Busta was saying the B word, the N word, and everything else that he's saying, which I love Busta still, but this right here.
Remember the days when I was walking and talking, doing what I gotta do, doing what we wanna do. Offered to my walkathon missions. Why? Cause the brothers that I knew with the rides drove by. On the nights and the days looking down the road, seeing beautiful girls with the carloads. Yeah, they are screaming, wish I had a little ride of my own. But since I don't, that is my sob story. My missions will continue as I keep on stalking. The stamina was dying from the constant walking. Right before the moment I began to call to my man Brittle, who had a sunroof and all. I thought he would have noticed my dying when I yelled his name me a beat and kept driving. Now in my heart it drew a big hole cause my little toe started jumping on my insole. It was a fidgety burn and then I said, wait, I got pride. It's time to get my own ride. I came up with the scheme and got paid. I had no other choice but go down with the trade. When I got my transport, I got kinda stingy up cause I got my cherry Pathfinder. Now I'm feeling good cause I'm off my feet. Many little squalid dogs running up on the street and I'm saying, my name is Sharina, my name is Busta. My name is Tanya, my name is Busta. My name is Diana, my name is Busta. And what do you take me for? The little local pushover? No shame in my game, cause that's how I got this. And when I return the favor, everybody gets pissed. And now I am the man, fielding all the glory. And when your eyes down and gone, just remember that I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. It's the sob story, the sob story. I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. It's the sob story, the sob story.
I mean, they were just singing a song about, damn, I ain't got a car yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were able to just rap about adolescent things. And I'm not sure and I'm not knocking, but I'm not certain if this generation is given that opportunity to be able to just rap, sing, write about adolescent things. Because it's almost like, because of social media and everything, they're kind of rushed into the pressure of popularity and adulthood and all of that stuff. When, look at this, they were just singing about, Busta Rhymes was singing about, yo, I don't have a car or a ride. I got to change that.
No, now it's going to be like my phone died. I can't find my charger.
That's the new sob story.
Real shit though, to be honest with you, I'm terrified of Busta Rhymes. He scares the shit out of me because I was a bad kid, but I got so high one time, like high to the point that you're glued to the bed, right? And there was a TV in front of me, and Busta Rhymes used to get like all up in the screen, and like I couldn't move, and he was just like here. And so forever, like his new album that come out kind of redeemed him for me. But and his Michael Jackson sample, I can get with that one on the new album. But no, for the longest time I was like, I can't even listen to him. The visuals are killing me.
Yeah. Oh, I think you're talking about that's hilarious. I think the Jackson sample, you're talking about the joint with Kendrick, the looking over my shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, and the fucking Anderson .Paak, the U-turn one.
Ooh,
that was a dope one too.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Vic?
No, I wanted to ask y'all real quick. I mean, what did y'all think that it was and I'm asking myself because I didn't really think about this, but do we think that it was really a subconscious choice not just to create songs like this without having to, because you listen, you obviously, like Mad said, you're playing a whole, or excuse me, Derek was saying that you're playing songs tonight. Is proven that there's a lot of hip hop songs that exist without having to go left with the content, with the vulgarity, and just imagine using your imagination and being fun and youthful.
Right.
Do you think this was a conscious decision or a subconscious decision to just write and not even, because listen to the bars, there's no cussing, there's no profanity in it.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a little of both.
A little of both.
And I'll just be brief. So it was subconsciously because to some degree, in some ways, we all are followers in one way or another. We may lead in plenty of ways, but we follow as well. Right. So the following was what was in the 80s early on, they were just rapping, no cursing. So everyone was doing that. Okay, this is how I write a rap. This is blah, blah, blah. But then suddenly when people started cursing and the record labels had to adjust and made radio edits, suddenly it was like, oh, more people were saying what they might have want. Right. They were saying what they wanted to say now because they knew, well, this song could still play on the radio once it gets a radio edited version. Mm-hmm. And then other people followed suit subconsciously, not purposely, but just they were like, oh, this person's speaking his shit. He just said shit. Okay, I'm saying motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know, that's my word again. I'm sorry. But, you know. Any excuse to say motherfucker, but not.
I think that the artists were concerned with getting radio airplay, no curses. Yeah, to John's point. Right.
Once that wasn't a concern because of radio edits, and think about this era where radio play isn't the number one factor anymore. It's streams. Mm-hmm. That's more reason why now you have them saying anything they want to say because they don't have to have that same concern in some circumstances about radio edits, about their language.
But even when taking my kids to school and we just happen to throw on the radio, they want to hear something on the radio, I'm not hearing as much discretion or things being muted. Even the content is just as like wilder than ever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like there's no discretion at all. So it's crazy.
No, it's a different ball game. It definitely is. Great question, by the way. So
Digger, what's your I wanted to get Digger's perspective as well. What do you think?
I think curse words I think have always been a way to put emphasis on things. Mm-hmm. So especially when you're writing a conscious rap, it's how do you put emphasis on something without using a curse word, right? But then you have people now that are making music like Odyssey. Me and my friend Drew Kidd were just talking about this the other day. Like Odyssey decided to stop, putting curse words so that he was more available to a wider audience. Or take Kev Brown, he'll reverse curse words.
Kev Brown, wow.
Even on the Heavy D song, he said "coof" instead of "fuck." You know? So that's a way to get around that also.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a great point. Yeah. Shout out to Grand Pooba for that line, by the way.
Coof.
Yeah. I loved that. And by the way, anybody, we just want to make sure everyone knows this program, Super MC, this evening, we want to announce that we are taking in tips and donations just to make sure that we help to keep the show going moving forward, because there are small costs for the show, but it's always helpful when anyone can tip and donate and help us keep this going. You see the information below for Cash App and Venmo. We appreciate you. Even if you don't donate your money, we appreciate you donating your time as well. We love this community. Anyway, okay, next record. Okay. We went from Sob Story. Oh, God, this guy raps real fast. Fushnikins. Oops, sorry.
Piper. I flash my dread, Sherlock Holmes, the thicker the richer, the bigger the jet. So I don't need no honeycombs, so any more. Go somebody go, I bought my coat. Better get me go talk like chips about the flow. This is what I got a faster than this thing. I don't tip, but I just prepare with a pip, and be bunk, be dang. Don't worry about the races when I wraps it up. I didn't make it in the game, but I'm gonna simple style. I'm making it round and versatile with a microscope right here. Better believe it's worth your while. Most of the post I make way, hurry up here, right? Cut them. My lyrical styles are not the fast knots. Other person, I saw some rocks, the rickety bag of mouth. Just say it back. I got enough bums for Africa fool. Like I said, don't come for me, man. What am I, one feet on me? None. I'm not done. Me, oh, my. Hello, hi. I'm not hooking up your friend. I'm still speaking. Shoot fly, no bother.
Sophie, hello, high five. Before my say so, play the rim in your father was switch on lift the deep like a dog. There was a bubbling until they boil. So don't drink till it boils. This is my words is so don't say tracks. Somebody to go triple track. You think I'm back, I'm out of his body, jump the homes of fast. Some MCs rhymes it like a deal, and that my style, they pick up. And what I do, I did, fool. So peace to this fool, peace to that fool, and a true fool, hot fool is what I dub you. I'm a true, what? I am a true fool, stick.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. He rapped so fast, I almost couldn't tell if he was cursing in there or not. I had to go.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, you must have pulled up the lyrics on that one because there's no way. There's no way you could tell.
Now look, I'm gonna send the two of y'all this video I found when I was looking up this song. I found a video of this this woman. I guess she's an artist. She sings. She actually rapped this entire verse.
Wow.
They're like,
oh my God.
I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna send that to y'all. Y'all are gonna be in awe. Like
Please
she
do.
flawlessly killed it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
big
wild.
up to Chip Fu. I follow him on Instagram. He's still doing his thing, and he's actually just as nice, if not better, than he was then. He's singing, he's doing the reggae, he's rapping his ass off. Like he's doing it. I mean, excuse me. No, I just had to say that because he's doing his thing.
His booty. You gotta say booty.
He's rapping his booty off.
Vic, I don't want to ever again hear you refer to another man's behind it.
That's a whole nother episode.
Hip hop booties. Yeah.
Big up Chip Fu. Salute. Y'all follow him on IG. He's incredible.
Yeah. Das came out first, Lynn, so I don't know. So I see them talking about the Iggities and everything. So there was a huge thing about that because Das Effects have said in interviews and made claims that Fushnikins was copying off of them. They came out close to around the same time. I believe they were either on similar labels, or what was happening was Das Effects demo was going around to other labels and to other people. So these artists on these labels were able to hear other people's music early, and they're claiming that Fushnikins was biting off of Das Effects. So there's a thing to that.
I'm gonna say right now, Fushnikin sounds like a curse word in itself. So,
Fushnikin! What the Fushnikin is that? You got a point there. You know what? You're right. Okay. Anyway, okay, we're gonna keep going. All right, next group. Oh boy. UMCs.
The man great, go ahead and slam with a new party jam that's and the hardy bam. Oops, I mean boom. Beats to consume your whole foundation. It's a UMC creation. Open all the windows like the sun and skating on a ray of light is human house G. You can say I'm grand, I'm powerful. Attention all America, just watch. For the year of 1991, I'm sure we made it obvious for all to find the fun. The knowledge is true that I manifest. I'm sure that you can attest the facts that I'm with Jesus done. Invaders of my fruit basket, caught you sneaky. Now you are the subject of my freaky Wu-Tang flow. Oh well, I take a part in all slaughters and keep the daily Wu order. Specifically for calling me and I. Just to let all know there be no rule in you and I. First all MCs for the fact I own the situation. Poisonous, I spark from the island nation.
UMCs.
Another one to follow on IG, Cool Kim. He's still killing it today. Seriously, like he's just amazing. And you going down this rabbit hole of the early 90s, but just reminds me, I was playing UMCs last week, Camp Low, Cellar Dwellers, a few groups that didn't really use much profanity in their rhymes.
Okay, Cellar Dwellers definitely was cussing.
They did, but not they didn't. To me, they didn't really feel like they relied on it as much. Their vocabulary was just incredible to me.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Camp Low curse and Lucchini? I think they did.
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe if it was, maybe it was a syllable.
I have to look that up. There's actually a song that I have on here later in the list. I'm not going to say from who, but the person that was doing the ad libs kept going, "Oh, shh," but he didn't say the full shit. And I would even go and search to see if this was a radio edit, but it was.
I've always done that throughout the years from when I was younger. I never said the whole "oh sh." I always say "oh sh." Oh sh. That's ask any of my friends. I've been doing that for years.
Listen, my thing is, if you're going that far, please. I'm gonna need you to finish that.
It's like the parental advisory. My kids try to get away with that. They'll be like, "Oh, shn." I'm like, "Yeah."
Really?
I said, "What the frick?" I'm like, "Yeah." Still don't do that.
Right. I know what you're really wanting to say, or what you would have said if I wasn't sitting right in front of you.
I want somebody to make a hard rap with frick in it.
Frick.
Rhyme that 5 times fast.
Right. That's a funny word. Frick. That's a very funny word. Okay. Let's go back to the ladies real quick. And this is just like sob story. In this time of the early 90s, they were just able to tell sometimes stories about adolescence, stories about being young, like this. Moni Love.
Brother, what is with you? You can't take a hint. I need to shove a squint between your eyes for you to see you and me were never meant to be. Your homeboy likes me. I like him too. Get out the picture. I get your point, but I'm not rolling with the punch. I scrunched up the letter you wrote me in lunch. In 5th period, I paid no notice the emotion. My work is on the table. My pen's in locomotion. Every time I turn around, you're looking at my face. I try to ignore you. The bell rings. I race out the room. Zoom to another room. Sit down. What do you know? The lover's in town, the other brother, the one I was to talk to, sitting 3 seats back, and I'ma walk over to him and give him the letter I wrote, because my feelings towards him are ruined, Moni in the middle, yeah, Moni's in the middle, Moni in the middle, in the middle, yeah, Mo, what is she? Moni in the middle, Moni in the middle, in the middle, yeah, Moni in the middle, Moni in the middle, in the middle, yeah, Mo, what is she? Moni in the middle. In 7th, the knucklehead walks in and sits down beside me. I said, "Yo, why you trying to rob me? Day in, day out, I can't seem to get you off my back. What do you think that I should do about that? In fact, it's embarrassing. What a buffoon. You even follow me in the ladies' bathroom. Give me a break. I can't take it. The stakes are too high. Besides, there goes the other brother. I'm not cute sweat, so don't sweat me. The other brother's smooth approach is what gets me. He intrigues the most, so I suggest the course towards me, you blow. You're wasting time pursuing Moni, cause she's pursuing the lover only. And as my mother did, she told me, go for what you know, Mo. Yo, Moni in the middle, yeah, Moni's in the middle, Moni in the middle.
Hold on. And one more about the adolescence. Somebody wanted to say something?
She had some really hard high school years, because she's talking about 5th period. I think I would have cussed somebody out. So she used a lot of restraint on that one. So I just want to give her props for that.
Yeah, the assessments is crazy, man.
I'm trying to
she's
take,
on point with it.
I'm trying to take my notes here in math class. Get the fuck off.
That's dope.
This is exactly why we love getting women involved.
Yes.
So, because you're going to have a perspective from things that we just won't. I love that.
That's dope.
Yeah. She was having in 5th grade was serious for her. It was serious. And then trifling, right. And then you have another song of adolescence like this one. KMD, Peach Fuzz.
He nice, I'm smoother than him, man. I mean, West Susan, but I don't know, right? He was
It's just the thought.
Heavy deal. The girls, they love me. They love me, I just know it. You're positive kid. He's dip, dabbing on with y'all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yo, he might keep the girls jiggling, yo. I'm the man. Matter of fact, yo, see, they not yo. Yo, well, anyway, Down the hills of my chinny chin chin. Got many plus plenty. String by string, I think I count like 20. If you loan me an ear, I'm returning with interest. If not, I'll simply twist your wrist. So listen up closely. With thoughts to recoup me. Cause I hope to gross like 10 cents per groupie. Not only if I had 2 G's per strand. Ask my anchor banker. He understands I used to wrap my hand around a cold gold can. Someone once said helped as well. So check's up. I got some perfect checkup. Except for a hiccup, but with no stick up. How can I keep the royal nectars on my shelf? Oh boy, how I search for an employer. But before the yellow Huckleberry Finn was in Tom Sawyer. Now use your imagination just a smidgen. If I was a bird, I'd be a pigeon. Sick of wonder crumbs and pizza crust. When every fella can eat fresh fish and live fat like a pelican. Then again, that's only if you're capable for freckles or blue eyes. I settle for heckle or jekyll while I chuckle at my man with the cellular phone. The only phone I own's a funky xylophone's tone. Ain't no joy in annoying high-pitched ringing. We do the tap, twist, and twist bringing through soul and this cordless thing. I'm a jigsaw, so rocks clip with etch and cling to your wit. We'll do the gig, so make your mind thumb twiddlers. The pipe, the bowl of us fiddlers. Don't riddle us, I'll even ride our bus to the coast if clear. For okay pay, I say I'm finna up my bin. Now all this running around's kicking me right in the rear. And still I'm judged by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. And I'm able to hit the skin, just like my man Puma Maxwell. It's on smooth.
And yeah, can he get the job done with Joe? I take care of business.
What's up with this peach fuzz? Peach fuzz. What are y'all talking about this peach fuzz?
You back with us, Vic?
You threw me with that one, man.
More of that adolescence. He was just talking about, growing beard hairs. When this song came out, I was with them on that. Like, yo, yes, Peach Fuzz. They had the girls chuckling in the background and the whole nine. Like, it was like, yo, this is... Shout out to, KMD. For those that don't know, that was Zev Love X, who eventually became MF Doom.
Rest in peace.
Gracious, man. Chin hair problems, word.
Coming in patches like Anthony Hamilton. Tell me what Huckleberry Finn knows about hip hop. That's what I want to know.
Somewhere Anthony Hamilton's like this. I saw my beard. I'm like, yeah.
I just saw him, and I'll tell you, none of those women cared about his patchy beard.
Nope. Right.
Nope.
I'm sure they didn't.
No.
It was like, I'll help you with your beard, boo. Help you with your beard grow. Okay, let's go to the next joint. Oh boy, Vic. Special ed.
Rock a beat, plus rock a rhyme. I feel it's time to show my full versatility. Nothing is impossible, I have the ability. I see one, won't you wake up? Take up your mic and take off your makeup. This style I made up, just to dust. Because suckers like you, I will burn to a crust. You might think you're hard, but even iron got to rust. I bust rhymes like a cherry. You might think I'm nasty, yes I'm very. Cause I do it right, just for you. And I can rock it all night if you want me to. So just lay back and let your head float like a boat on the open sea. But leave your mind open to me so I can put into it the sound as it goes around and through it. Just like a merry-go, though where we go, you wish you could.
We're gonna just keep going.
That album, Lord have mercy. Go ahead.
Okay. Dig, anything you want to say? I'm sorry. You good? Okay. All right.
Dad.
That horn, I know.
Like Jordan, so I could just fly through the air.
Black sheep.
Or like Mike Tyson, so I could just knock people's heads off. Nah, more like Prince, so I could pull all the honeys. Well, a brother like Chi Ali is pulling all the honeys anyway, but still, it would be nice.
What's going on, kid? Time for dress to begin. I see you grinning, I'm beginning to think that we're friends. And if we are friends, then we are far from fools. So I will venture to let you enter my sphere, cool? Now listen, I'm known as a black sheep. And if you try to pull the cover and attempt to sleep, you won't get rest, nah. You cannot sleep on this, for I make noise. See, but anyway, a life inside a day Is where I live, and though I wish that more I pray, but hey, I live on nonetheless. Through progress and regress, I've got my body and my intellect, I'm Buddha blessed. Now my chalantness, or rather lack of this, you call a spade, well I will call a spade a kiss. But in the meantime, you try to question that. And if the source is what's your boss, I get a verbal back. Until I get through that we are rich with wealth. Can you understand that you should be yourself? Have you any pull? Have you any pull? Have you any pull? Or are you full of sheep trying to pull the wool? Have you any pull? Have you any pull? Have you any pull? Or are you full of sheep trying to pull the wool? What's going on?
That horn?
Dude.
Stupid.
You couldn't play that for me back in the day, man. You barely can play it now without me running out the room laughing. Yo. It's as dope as it is. It cracks me the hell up, man.
That horn. It sounds like something a black sheep would be like talking to or like rapping to. It sounds like wool.
Like, certain things just make me laugh, man. And most of the horns on this album and samples just have me cracking up. Between Drez and these samples, I was in hysterics, man.
Yeah, Black Sheep.
Everything was just crazy off this album.
Dope. Okay, we go from Black Sheep to oh boy. Rock CL Smooth. You want to talk samples? Listen to that sample.
Okay, act right and flip the script. Would you wonder drama / comma? Grip that you're kicking like Pele flows, even Bo knows my versatility, capability is simply bougie. Y to the O-U-N-G, another G to the U-N-S. Let's back up shorty from the naughty like Sorty. Barry Gordy with a 40 getting paid so naughty. Claim you shoot more rounds than an Uzi. Stop the violence, cause it can't do me. New York to LA, say what I play, so get your runaway smooth like a Billie Holiday. Couldn't bag me, boy, with a hefty. Train like Rocky, but still can't step to me. So take a hit, money, leave it alone. And play like Stephanie Mills and find a home. Plus, I never boogaloo with Yaku. We mix with the tricks in the alphabet stew. When I design the army, I can reign, but never have more beef than Saddam Hussein. The nightcap, so prepare for a cat scan when I turn your brain in the Mugu got pan. Finger licking the pace like there is no other. Mecca in the soul brother. Mecca in the soul brother. Mecca in the soul brother.
May I add there were a few That's
what I was talking about. He's saying all song. Yeah.
Dude, that track, my God, man.
Yeah.
It just hits different as soon as it comes in, man. The guitar, it just sounds so beautiful.
Yeah. Them Pete Rock beats. Look, here's another Pete Rock beat, a Pete Rock remix, Das Effects.
Flip, little something like this. Something like
Well, I'm the dibber, dabber, short like Stabber. Ranks making bank, operating like Trapper. John, MD, yeah, that's what folks tell me. I plan on going far and be a star like Marcus Bobby. So there. You Snoop Dogg, yes, I mix the buckets, cause them buckets like Menudo or Judo. I kicks it, I kills them when I gamble. And when I swings my thing, I take the swing like Mickey Mantle. But I got more flavors than a pack of now later. Beg your pardon, Mr. Keeper, but I love vanilla wafers. See, I got it going on cause of the songs that I write. I got it going on cause my crew is enough hype. Plus, I sit them, I jam them, I brand them like Doro. I shop at that casino for a bag of Celadoro. West Stick, oh yes, it's the books plus 3 of my cousins, Crazy, Drazy, A, Blitz, and D. Cause we're just a bit, that's all the hype. Cause we're just a bit, that's all the hype. Cause we're just a bit, that's all the hype. Cause we're just a bit, that's.
Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, we going Pete Rock? Hold on.
Yo, this Millie Gifted, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with the.
We're gonna have to get towel endorsements for Vic.
My man Karana's in Jersey, so yo, kick a verse.
I strike back with the mic and track. When it comes to drums, it's like a hyper react. My mind starts to generate words that penetrate. Then I eliminate suckers who imitate. Once again, I reveal the skill. Money's going like grass with the mass appeal. It doesn't matter hardcore or commercial. I'm universal. This sets rehearsal. The name's Karan. Consider me a fighter man. Ow! Spider-Man, a legend in my own time. On the microphone, I'm one of the world's most electrifying hosts. A custom piece off like an antique. So sit back and let this young man speak. Sorry, suckers, think I hype. But for now, I'm a bastard mic.
Pass the mic, y'all. Pass the mic. Pass the mic, y'all. Pass the mic. Pass the mic, y'all. Pass the mic. Yo, Tariq, why don't you grab the mic?
I come to riggedy rip the rhyme again and again and again. I go for what I know, more ready than I ever been. My rhyme's slow, but it's too old because it gets wicked. Never coming out soft, so we can kick it. I'm slicker, quicker with the vocals. My pockets stay thicker than pop vocals. So where's the telescope? If you can't tell us dope, you put your hand on spot. No, I'm here to tell you no. Coming with more hits than the red socks. No, I don't wear black or dreadlocks. So take notes to every move I'm making. Cause Rick G's, I definitely get your booty shaking, rubbing them up, throwing them down, going pound for pound. With a hardcore sound right about now, I'm doing just what I like. My time's up, so I'ma pass the mic.
Oh boy, it's getting a little heated.
You know, Vic, I think Martha Stewart likes hip hop. You could get that talent endorsement.
You need to look into that.
You need to start using Egyptian cotton Martha Stewart hand towels.
Right. Vic, yeah, we might have to look into that.
Might have to.
I feel like we can really get a nice towel endorsement for you, for real.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you see, he can use up a lot of towels in one night. Just
that's what she said.
No, that was a perfect. Never apologize. Never apologize for a perfect. That's what she said, and that was.
That was.
Period. That was good. Period. Point blank. That's what she said. Okay.
Yo, at least somebody's John. You dirty boxing right now. Yo, straight up. Dude, those two remixes are some of my all-time favorite remixes of all time, man. Back to back, too.
I'm sorry.
I used to lose my mind when those joints came on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Just Some Men and Past the Mic. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The youngsters. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Back to back. Lord.
Was that your wife is the 383, right?
Yeah, she's Mikkel Drew Pelham and she's 383. She's both. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She had asked about Pete Rock. Yeah, since the world is yours, forever a Pete Rock fan.
Yeah, we had a Pete Rock night. Didn't we have a Pete Rock night? We had a premiere night.
Yeah.
It was premiere Pete Rock actually. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, we're gonna keep going. What still occurs to me?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, man.
Yeah, Mad, tell us what you mean right there. You said still occurs to me. Question of the room. Do you consider the N-word a curse, a slur, either or not, or both? That's a whole topic. I won't say it's a curse word, but it's definitely something that I'm tired of hearing in hip hop because, but that's, again, that's me. This is me.
Don't ask
curse.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I missed what they were talking about.
His opinion about it. Yeah. They're talking about slur, inappropriate. Yo, what up, Villa in the house. PC fam.
Salute.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. But anyway, another heavy joint. Why not? This is, for me, one of my favorite heavy joints. I just love how he rocks on this.
Who's in the house? Who's in the house? Come on, who's in the house? Who's in the house? Come on, who's in the house? Who's in the house? Come on, who's in the house? boot, and I'm a boot knocker, not over red and pop, but I'm up on naughty pop, slick like oil, rap like aluminum foil. When I'm hot, so watch me boil. Easy on the tiptoe, slow, easy D-O-C-O, ain't show, here I go, here comes the hipster. Yeah. Tell me if you like it. Yeah. I can rock the party and bounce the party, rock the party, bounce the party, rock the party, bounce the party. Captain, who's up the back on the back track, knocked in the back, and I'm a light skin. Black, you know what I'm about, so find out and rap, cause I got the answer to the question. Who's in the house? Who's in the house? Who's in the house? Who's in the house?
Speaking of the overweight lovers, how about this?
Chub stuff. Word.
Another overweight lover.
The chub stuff.
Come on, yo.
Chub Rock.
6'3", 260 and change. We did the week a little comedic and strange. We began to have many friends, at least people that they call it. They eat your rainbow there and say because I ignore that. No ego, cause I won't be no platinum big-headed rapper that don't realize the two directions on the ladder. You wanna go ahead and walk straight, walk good. Don't blame yourself to retail, thinking that's distortion. Make a reorder of about 500,000. Just be glad it's a success you had and you're arousing. Somebody's brain out there, your year's gonna come. Get it and live by the pipe, wanna just be like me. Waiting for my turn to burn and get $1.5 million in a tax return to be raping up. And no keeping up with the Joneses. Long live P.E. and Van Guns and Roses. New kids on the block, stick to pop. No more making black songs, please stop. If show business is a woman, I don't trust her. But she's gonna get knocked by the chub stuff.
The chub stuff. Word up. The chub stuff. The chub stuff. Word up.
Chub Rock. Oh boy.
John, you already know.
So if we're talking about heavy lovers, can we talk about a Grand Poobah making their stank box sweat? Is that a cuss word? Is that what we're doing?
No, it's a creative way of saying what you wanted to say.
So would that be considered explicit content or no?
Not to me. Vic.
Just
calm down, Vic.
I don't think the Karens know what a stank box is. So.
No.
Oh my God.
We're probably fine.
Yeah, we might need to explain. Well, I won't, but someone will need to explain to them about the steak box. But you answer that same question. Do you think it's explicit or not?
Mm-mm. Well, I'm offended by it, as anybody should be.
Yeah, that's not exactly complimentary,
Yeah, he's calling it a stink box.
Oh, you can just say box. I don't know who you're hanging out with, but stink is offensive, so I'm gonna put that on the explicit list.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's more wrong than explicit. That's more wrong. Like stink box. Yeah, I never thought about it like that. You're right. He's literally saying, first of all, he's calling it a box, which is odd to me anyway. But he's saying this box is trapping nothing but stink.
Yeah. Well, a box sounds very like a big open space, so that's a bad thing in itself.
Oof.
Oof. That's a good, good points. I was never really fond of that.
Yes, digger
term, phrase, or whatever you want. Yeah, and the stank box with it just didn't really.
So yeah, parental advisory. How far do we go? I know we were talking about Tripper Gore earlier, right? And from us having that conversation, I delved into it a little bit. It said that what she had listened to was Purple Rain, the Purple Rain album, Dirty Diana.
Really?
Oh,
and that song is what tripped her off to go down this road of parental advisory and explicit content.
The problem was Al Gore should have been laying that pipe. That's the problem. She should have been busy doing other shit than worrying about what somebody's saying on a record.
She had the stank box.
That's what it was. She had the stank box.
He didn't want to.
And she was like, "He just say stank box? No, we can't have this." No.
She was mad at it.
She's like, "How did he know?"
If I can't have any, nobody can have any.
Right, you're right.
Shout out to Tripper Gore.
And you know what's funny? We keep calling her Tripper, but I feel like it's Tipper. But she was a Tripper, so it makes.
I'm saying Tipper.
Yeah, Tripper. No, it's let's keep calling her Tripper because she was tripping.
She was tripping. Yeah.
He said, Brother Len said, "Big open space analogy is dope."
Are we talking? Is this a refrigerator box?
Oh,
Is
God.
this a UPS bar? I'm just. I'm gonna stop now. Moving on.
No,
What's the next song?
It depends on the woman. Stink box. Oh boy, that's gonna sit in my head forever now. Okay, next song. Ooh boy.
Okay.
Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Let's trace the hits, check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat. I drop the bass to MCs get weak. For every word they trace, it's a scar they keep. It's when I speak, they freak to sweat the technique. I made my debut in '86 with a melody in a president's mix, and I will stay on target and refuse to miss. And I still make hits for beats, parties, clubs, and cars and jeeps. My underground sound vibrates the streets. MCs wanna beef, then I play for keeps. When they sweat the technique.
That is a perfect hip hop song to me. It's just perfect. The jazz samples, the horns, that heavy hardcore drum that I know was used. In fact, that was NWA. It might have been Straight Outta Compton, or it might have been Fuck the Police. It was one of them joints, but they used that drum break as well. And then Rakim just razor sharp with the lyrics. Oh,
I knew somebody was gonna comment on the video. I knew it.
Okay, so
I like the video.
Me too. We got a fun fact about that video. Hold on. First of all, there's two things. Okay, fun fact number one. Watch the very beginning of the video. The guy who's playing the upright bass is from the Fugees. And this is way before the Fugees was even out or even formed in matter of fact. Watch that video and you will see the upright bass player is Wyclef Jean. Just saying.
Did he replace Akon? Wasn't Akon supposed to be in the Fugees?
No.
Or was he just like a fourth member? Yeah, he got arrested for Grand Theft Auto.
I didn't know. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Like that's it.
He got arrested for Grand Theft Auto and ended up not being part of the Fugees. But
I knew that he was cool with Wyclef, but I never heard of him being part of the Fugees.
No, well, he actually was on the first. He made a few cameo appearances with the Fugees album.
Nice.
I believe it was the score.
Okay.
He did a few
Wait,
things
see, I'm
with
not crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I believed you. I was just saying I didn't know that. But wow.
I didn't know much either, so that's okay.
Wow, right. Interesting. We're in the same boat. Okay. We're gonna keep going because we're nearing the end here. Gangstar remix for X to the Next.
You're right, Vic? You know, I used to be a player. Fly girl layer and a heartbreaker, love maker, backbreaker. But then I made a mistake. Yes, I fell in love with this ill chick. Sweating me for money, my name in the bills, Nick. My homies told me drop her cause it would be to my benefit. She used to say I'd better quit hanging with those derelicts. Romancing is my thing, but I can swing with no scheming hoes. Wherever my beamer goes, you know that I'm driving. Surviving in the 90s is a muscle I trust. That everyone listen up as my vocals get thrust. I bust my rhyme first. Never chasing a skirt, do much work while other suckers need more time to rehearse. Now back to the ex-girls, ex-lovers, ex-friends. It made me mad to find that she was only after my ends. She phones me and goes on about her new life now. I wish she knew right now. I think she's busted, let's discuss it. When I was with her, no trust, just fights. Just the he say, she say, and the neighborhood highlights. Now I got my new girl, or as I say, my baby doll. But still I'm getting crazy cause my ex-girls got balls. Don't wanna play the field cause I get loving at home base. Don't give me no long face, just exit with grace. You and I are the past, c'est la vie. Much respect, girl. But now you're my ex-girl cause I'm on with the next girl. I don't do the next.
Yo, Vic has those 5-dog eyeballs right now. Stuck open.
Vic, you all right? I'm guessing you never heard that remix before.
He needs some clear eyes over here.
Listen, what did I say to you earlier on the phone, man?
Yeah, you said every time.
Every episode. I just listen. Dig it, like I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. There's very few songs that get past me, right?
Yeah.
And this dude manages to do this to me every single episode. We like 10 minutes away from the end of the show, and he had to slide one through. Pause. Like he just, I just don't even understand how he just.
You don't have to pause here, brother.
Yeah. Like,
right.
Listen, I don't even understand how he, I've never heard. Just to answer your question, I've never heard that remix.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, is nearly as dope as the original, if not like it's debatable.
I know.
To me, in my opinion, it's debatable.
I'm going to send that to you. You know what we need to do? This reminds me, and you too, Digger. We need to do an episode where we're doing the original songs versus their remixes.
Yes. I actually, on my Instagram page, I have a couple posts where I'll go through and just do, there was like classic ballads. Like I have one that's Moon River, right? It has everybody that sang Moon River ever, going all the way to Frank Ocean from Patti Page. You know what I'm saying? Like, so going through and doing the originals and then the sample, that would be so dope.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Dude, but am I wrong about that opinion?
No.
That remix is crazy. And the way it drops with the bass line.
No, I gotta hear that beginning again. That was new for me as well. That was new for me as well, dude. Hold up. Hold on. Oh, come on. Go back to the beginning.
Why you gotta tease us?
I know.
You know, I used to be a player. Fly girl, layer, and a heartbreak.
And then the horn. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna keep going.
Exactly.
We're gonna keep going. Here we go. Oh my.
Boom, bap, original rap. Boom, bap, original rap.
See how it sound, a little unrational. See how it sound, a little unrational. See how it sound, a little unrational. See how it sound, a little unrational.
The bad boy squad and bad boy crew. Everything I do just for you. Another silly sucker wants a champion belt. But like a microwave these days, I make a melt. Return of the boom bap means just that. It means return of the real hard beats and real rap. The ladies in the place like it just like that. I'm around the way guy with the baseball cap. You know my style, you know my name. I'm chilling at the top, but I'm still the same. I never crossed over, never went pop. You know KRS will give you real hip hop. So
see how it sound, a little unrational.
I gotta keep going just to fit these because there's a couple of important records I gotta play. Hold on.
The queen is hyped up. The queen is hyped up. The queen is hyped up.
Hey, Imagine
the queen is hyped up.
People been trying to get fierce on me. I think it's time I tell them about themselves.
Latifah.
Well, it's the L.A., the T.I., the F.A.H.U.C.Y., the Q-double-E, and is the reason I must be myself. What else? Well, fame hasn't got me. Souped up, selling out, sloppy or poppy. There's so much to live for. Therefore, here's more from a woman. All woman, keep your rumors to yourself. The overblown, homegrown, non-known fools who never shown proof, let alone own. I lock the crops or a hip-hop pot, your notch or your clock is my spot. Now who got the mots? I do. Why you little played out at you? I'm allergic to whack crews. The lava tea, the fur, the queen is up. Growing star that you never seen before. How dare those who talk, we can't have them. So make me wanna go out with the bat and the magnum. But a wise, civilized and growing higher. Judgments from the queen, punishment is the fire. I'm here to make these fools out of liars. You must
Hold on. Latifah just brought me to Jersey. Hold on a second, Vic. There was a couple of rappers in the early days of Jersey rappers that was saying something. Hold up. Lakim Shabazz.
negativity to a halt. It's not my fault that we're killing it, ill, and that's why I'm taking my time and I'm spilling my guts on a cut like this one. To show you don't miss none of the rhyme from the clean and crisp one. People of the planet Earth, man, it hurts to see people living in poverty. There's got to be a better way to live. We gotta learn to give more love, that's the only alternative. Just the other day I was speaking to my man Rob, and I said, yo Rob, what's up Pops? He said, lock man, I just can't stand it. I don't understand the ignorance of a black man. Too many crack kids, tack kids, and bloodshed. Brothers and sisters are fighting instead of uniting. They need to cut it out with self-destructing. You know what we need, Lock? What, Rob? We need more love. We gotta get some love.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay.
You know, I don't think that Queen Latifah needs to rap because she could yoke you the fuck up. She doesn't need it.
She can.
Yeah, she can.
She can, and I'm sure she has. I'm sure she had in the past yoked somebody up before, because Latifah don't play.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I had a more. I'm gonna
Wow.
just play these last two. Yeah, Lakim Shabazz. Wow.
She
I'm
was
gonna just play
righteous.
these last two. One of them, oh man. Okay, one of them is another Chubb Rock joint that I need to play. And another one is something actually current. I wanted to play something current from this female MC because I'm proud that she did this song. And there's no cursing, there's no N words, B words, or anything else. But anyway, okay, so Chubb Rock and then this next joint. Here we go.
Water, yeah. No test for 8 years. Yeah. Is there a party over here? Yeah.
Big up, Brother Lynn again.
No need no test. Yeah. Enter stage left while I get on the stage and rip a 40-minute set. The intro's the bomb with a little ghost that twist and turn, rip the mic, press enter or return, grab the grade and the green like the fern. Then I'm out through the doors or a caravan scout. Back to the hotel with squads all about. Sure respect shred. I take one to the man, tomorrow for my man KRS. I say, is it that one or this one? The flat one or the thick one? Pick the squaw and I jump up to assist one. But nah, that's not my style, so I'll control my wood and cool my smile. I got thoughts, I'll keep them. The epic gon' reap them. You order autograph, nothing James and street 'em. Mike Tyson, Mike Jordan, Chuck Drops the lyrical fair with no bears. Water, yeah. Water, yeah, water, yeah. Yeah. Overzealous.
I love that in that verse, like it's rare you hear a hip hop song where dude is talking about, he literally was like, I went out, did a show or whatever. There was these chicks, you know, I can pick this one or that one. Which one should I try to kick it to? But he was just like, nah, I'ma just chill though. You know what I'm saying? Possibly because he already had somebody or for whatever the reason, he decided to chill. Usually in most hip hop songs, they're like full steam ahead on that booty.
Exactly.
As we call it in this episode, booty.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to show the other side of things. I like that.
Stink
I like
box.
that you chose that.
Full steam ahead on that stink box. Yo, that term stink box. Wow. Okay, one last. This song is from
Yes, man. Exactly.
Her name is Kumbaya. She's from New York. And this song is called Hold On.
Yeah, yeah, I will hold on. I'ma hold on. Yeah. Why wear rose gold you are composed of on the quest for a tribe that will give you the most love. Gesture defines worth, purchase a tow truck. For these bigger vehicles are little and close up. And then be too many racks ready to coon ya, leaving you unsteady on a bed of petunias. Cheers for your pettiness, they said it the groomers. To perform will be penniless or drawn to the henny sip. I said blind out of there, I break on my uñas. Knowledge hit the population like Nagasaki. Why they probably undervalue me at the Hobby Lobby. I'ma be pulling residual rotten teeth about me. So throw a stone at a prodigy. Dichotomy, a deacon who shot at me, and vegans eating a pot of meat with some ribs. Lie on a Myers-Briggs. Only time they heard of a Newton was trying figs. If the writer want the whole song, better hold on. Yeah, I'm a hold on.
Oh, Victor.
Yeah, in short, I prolong and hold on. Yeah, I'm a hold on. I say, yeah, everybody just, yeah. Facets of me, I'm fashionably endowed to. So I gotta make a pattern rapping with houndstooth. Pork on the silver fork, put it in brown stew. Do it like I was James DeWitt. Lyrics so strange, your lip. Put it on Twitch, yo, shout out the house shoes. Saying what I mean, so I need the amount to. The color of the green, like a gallon of Mountain Dew. Do you put your whole mouth in the fluid, flooding your house too? They gon' mount you with an ounce or two in the faucet. Make it dirty, so New Jersey asks, what is a caucus? We could decompose foes, throwing some crawfish and get rid of particles or articles of precaution.
Hold up. You heard that Secaucus shout out and all the shit going on. Hold on, I gotta go back a little bit. Sorry, Vic is just
Amount to the color of the green, put it in brown stew. Do it like I was James DeWitt. Lyrics so strange, your lip. Put it on Twitch, yo, shout out the house shoes. Saying what I mean, so I need the amount to. The color of the green, like a gallon of Mountain Dew. Do you put your whole mouth in the fluid, flooding your house too? They gon' mount you with an ounce or two in the faucet. Make it dirty, so New Jersey asks, what is a caucus? We could decompose foes, throwing some crawfish and get rid of particles or articles of precaution. Forces will toss me dollars, of course they Georges. Shorty is a winner, but not getting endorsement. If she blind to the code, she will read it in Morse. Then a corset holding a crossbow in rare porcelain. This also my sis could just. I'm a hold up to self mental health. I will. Yeah, to myself, cause who else? Yeah, I will hold on.
Hold on. I will hold on.
wow.
I'm not mad at that. I think the undervalue me at Hobby Lobby. I don't like Hobby Lobby. We didn't need to bring that in here. But to get rid of the carcass with the crawfish. Shout out to house shoes. I don't know. I think everything else was good.
Yeah.
Just
go ahead, please.
I didn't like the Hobby Lobby, but everything else I could rock with. I thought that was dope. Yeah, I like the end of it too. Mm-hmm.
Vic, we did break Vic tonight. This is one of those nights where Vic got broken, unfortunately. Damn it. Sorry. Please apologize to the missus. We didn't mean to break it.
Just got to recuperate.
Anything, Vic, you want to say about that song?
I could see a little of what Brother Lynn was saying in the Bahamadia comparison, but my dude, that she was in a class of her own. I love Bahamadia, but I haven't. Nah, she sounded like herself. I don't know who that chick was. I've never heard her before.
Vic, you follow her on IG.
Who is this?
Kumbaya.
Okay.
I went to look her up when I found the song. I went to look, and it said followed by Vic Virtuous, and I was like,
that chick is. Oh my God!
I was hoping you didn't know this song yet.
No, I didn't know. I've never heard that song. It's called "Hold On."
Yeah, and she got a video for it. Yeah, it's yo.
That chick is everything I've seen and heard from her is incredible. And I've said it before. I have to say it again. To me, a lot of these, I hate saying female MC, women in hip hop are spitting much harder than a lot of these dudes. I pin a lot of them against a lot of these dudes and wash. They wash a lot of these dudes out here, like straight up.
Yeah.
I appreciate that she wasn't talking about getting Louis Vuittons, Prada bags, nails.
That chick, she was killing it.
Yeah.
She didn't have to talk about her ass.
Nope.
All bases were covered. Flow,
she just did it.
Content, delivery, vocabulary, content. All bases were covered.
Punchlines, all of it.
Punchlines, metaphors, double entendres.
That's why I wanted to play that, because I was like, whoa, okay, we're talking about all this hip hop from the past that they weren't cursing and they were just flowing.
Yo, man.
But there is still stuff from now that does that too. You just got to search for it a little more.
These chicks, man.
She rhymed carcass and crawfish.
Yeah. You're still on there.
Yo.
No, that was my favorite bar of like
the
whole thing.
Killed it. She killed it.
Killed it. And then
that was incredible.
Secaucus, because that's a town in Jersey here. So like she was
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she connected it. That's that double entendre that Vic was just talking about, in her flow. Then she shouts out James DeWitt, which is obviously Jay Dilla, and then mentions house shoes and on
Yo,
point.
that joint was insane.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up for the evening. Shout out, first of all, I just want to shout out everyone who tuned in tonight, everyone in the chats. We appreciate you all so much.
Absolutely.
We love this community. And Vic and I want to very much so thank the dope digger, Dee Digger Supreme, for joining us for this episode. We really enjoyed having you here, for real.
Thank you guys for having me. This was so much fun.
Would love to have you back.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to come back for sure. No doubt.
Her knowledge of hip hop and just music in general.
Yep.
She's on her stuff, right, Vic? I mean, listen, the community was already saying it in the chats. They was like, she's a real hip hop head, of course. I mean, that's why she's here. I'm just saying. Okay, anyway.
We'll be back for sure.
Yes. So any last words that anyone wants to say for this evening, please make sure you do give a shout out or plug anything that's going on before we go. Is there anything you got, Digger?
Talking about digging, Pete Rock digging on his jazz, and I think it always surprises people to be like, what's the one thing that you dig that nobody would think? And I love gospel, which is wild. But I'm working on a series of mixtapes right now, and the first one I'm going to put out is a gospel mixtape. So
dope.
That's what I got
I'm here
going.
for it.
Yeah. And then just my IG, the Dope Digger. I go to different shows. I support the hip hop community out here in the DMV. I take photos, do videos. So just follow IG and keep up.
Word. Love that. And I'm looking forward to hearing that music too. Word up.
I gotta ask, are you gonna provide like the links or any, to traffic to your IG page or website or something, or because I'd love to support that. Her mixtapes, music, anything that she has going on.
I don't know what I'm gonna put it on yet. Might be Bandcamp, might be SoundCloud. I'm not sure. I'm on a couple mixtapes already. One's on Bandcamp, one's on SoundCloud. So not sure yet, but when I know, I'll let you know.
Please. I'd love to hear it. Yeah.
Please do. Sure. Yeah. See, I love this. Vic, is there anything you'd like to say before we bounce? Please note that Vic started off with 2 layers on. Halfway through the show, he was starting to strip a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, Mikkel.
You make him sweat over here.
Yeah. Nobody wants a stink box. I mean, even if it's not a box, you don't want to be, Okay, I'm sorry. You don't want to be stinky. We just say that. Okay.
No.
Men can't have stink boxes. Okay, whatever. That's sexist.
Hey, I think it was Derek that just said in the comments, we love you too, by the way, Derek. Love you, fam. Y'all got me through some long work Saturdays. And I just have to say that this show honestly brings me through some of the toughest and roughest of times. As I told my host and good friend earlier, John, that I lost a family member this past week. I could easily be engulfed in that right now because the wake is tomorrow. The service is on Monday. It's shows and times and experiences like these that bring me through some of the toughest of times. So through COVID, through just so much. So I'm grateful to you as a community, everyone who tuned in, to my homegirl from summer camp, Nicole. Thank you for tuning in. For brother John, and by the way, she's 12 years old. So it's dope that it's dope that the younger audience is
hearing me cuss.
It's privy and supportive of what we're doing. So I'm grateful to God for that. And to brother John, thank you for such an amazing show. I was looking forward to this all week. You, my brother, bring me through some of the toughest times professionally and personally. So thanks to you. Thanks to Mikkel 383. Everybody who tuned in, my wife, my kids, salute Digger for being a part of the show tonight. And that's all I got. Salute.
Digger.
And rest in peace to Auntie Pina.
There you go. Rest in peace. Digga is dope, by the way. That's, so that dope thing wasn't just hyperbole. She's dope.
Absolutely.
I just realized that was Joey.
Oh,
I didn't put two and two together. I was like, Joey Too Fresh. Yeah, I'm gonna see Joey tomorrow. I can't wait for that. Yeah, this record digging event. But to you, Vic, it is true with hard times. Music is the only constant.
Right.
So I think everybody that loves music, it's an emotional connect for that, for sure. It gets you through everything. That's why you love it.
Absolutely. Peace, Derek. I appreciate you. Thanks for the love and support. It means a lot, man.
Yes.
It really does.
Mad Nan, peace, Derek.
Mad, my brother. Yeah, definitely. We still got to connect. We got to make this happen.
Brother Lynn, we appreciate you, Brother Lynn, so much. We appreciate all of y'all for so many reasons.
Absolutely.
We are going to wrap up and end for the night. We will be back again soon. And take care of yourselves in the meantime. And if you're having a bad moment or a bad day, step off if you can for a little bit and listen to some music and dance. I've never seen anyone be sad while they were dancing.
Good point.
True
indeed, true.
Inject a little bit of joy into your day. Listen to some music that makes you feel good. Not music that's gonna make you turn up. You don't need to go to DMX. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. I mean, that's cool too. Anyway, love, peace, and hair grease, y'all. We will see y'all soon. Stay tuned. Peace. That's it. We out.